So in today for leg session, this is my third session in a row. This is always the session when myself and Carson are pretty much having that sort of mental battle on how hard we know this session is, because it's not an easy session. There's not a lot of exercises, but it's one where we take it to the limits, and today's no different. Coming into the session today, I've rated my logbook. Energy is around 6.5 to a 7 out of 10. New low body weight today, 122.1 kg, which is 0.8 down on average so far this week compared to last week. And today is all about the mental resilience, remembering what my goal is. I'm tired physically, but I've got a goal and something I want to achieve, so I'm all in for that. This is my last page in my logbook, legs today. So I've got to make it a memorable one, so let's get it. So first exercise in this leg session is a leg extension. It's a great exercise, which is an isolation one, which is primarily just going to target the quadriceps. I always like to start my leg days with an isolation exercise because it gets my muscle groups warm ahead of the compound list, what are going to come. And today is no different. When I get into this exercise, I have a little look up there because you would see that there is an Italy flag, and that is where I'm first competing this year. So it sort of sets the tone and sets the pace for what's going to happen in this session, because I'm constantly thinking about my first show and delivering my best physique. So although within I'm feeling tired, I've got to set the pace from this very first exercise today, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Standing for this session, let's go. Yes, Mark, yes. Strong. Good. Yes. Good. Come on, let's go. Yes, good, nice. Squeeze. Good, easy. Yes. All the way up. Yes, good. Here we go. Yes. Yes, lock out, lock out. Good, again. Again, take it. Come on. Nice.
First set down, already progressed my reps on last week. Like Carson said before I even started this set, it's about locking in and taking it. So I already know that the rest of the session is going to be fine. It's going to fly.
Saying good. 11, good, more. Yes, Mark, go. Yes.
The second set down again, progressing the list. Something you'll see me do on isolation exercises or exercises what allow me to keep my hips more stable is use a seat belt to limit the movement at my hips, but to isolate the muscle what I'm working. So I've got this seat belt here from Gymping. Find it really useful to help me to keep full focus on my quadriceps. The main thing what I'm thinking about here is as I'm curling the weight up, so working through the concentric phase is to really get my legs and my quads activated, so at the top have that peak squeeze. And then when I'm working through the eccentric phase, lowering the weight, I want to make sure that I'm lowering it in a controlled manner. I see a lot of people get confused within a gym setting, looking at machines where you can change the resistance profiles, just like this prime leg extension. And although that's all well and good, you can't take away the fact from training hard with intensity and controlling both of your end ranges, because that ultimately is what's going to lead to progress. So don't focus on the finer details, but do the basics and do the basics well.
Good. We're in, let's go. Nice. Short. Yes. More, take it, let's go. Yeah, all the way, all the way, all the way. Yeah.
Oh. This is my first compound exercise in today's workout. You'll see here that I'm not going to hang around with warm-up sets or what you might know as feeder sets. I've done 3 sets on my leg extensions, so my quads are already warm. I just want to have one sort of set here just to feel the weight, get comfortable, get my mind focused on this exercise. And then from there, I'm going to move into my working sets. On this exercise, I've actually got 3 working sets. So first feeder set is coming up now. Oh, go again. Good, come on.
One.
Go on then, let's take it. Come on, press. Good.
Come on then. You know what time it is now, let's go.
Three, two, one.
Yes. Up. Come on then, big set. Yes, Mark, that's it, good. Good, everyone like that. Yes, good, stay on it, come on. Press. Yes. Let's go. Yeah, good, 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 come on. Stay aggressive. Yes, Mark, good, and again. Brace hard, press, yes. Yes, all you, come on, again. Yes, now we're in, now we're in, now we're in, come on. Reset, let's go, same again. Power. Good, good. Yes. Step. Hold on.
Three, two, one.
Yes. Yeah. Work for it then, work. Aggressive at the whole first one. Easy, that's it, that's it. Yes. Good, Mark. Power through, yes, yes. Keep on it, good. Press, easy. Yes. Good, stay in that rhythm. Lock in, let's go. Nice, still you, come on, strong. Yes, breathe, good, breathe, yes. Come on, so much more, let's go. Yes, here we go, here we go. How much you want it then? How much? Lock in, come on. Brace. Yes, power. Good, Mark, come on, come on. Yeah, set. So while Mark's catching his breath, you'll realize Mark's rep 1 is the exact same as the end of the last rep, okay? His form across the board is standard all the time. And he's literally proving the pudding that, yes, he has good genetics, but he works damn hard at everything, okay? There's not one stone that don't get left unturned. Mark's there getting it all done. And you see the growth in his legs this year, all down stuff like this. Working very hard.
Come on, and again, and again. Yes.
Fuck off.
So that's 3 sets completed here. You'll see across the board for the 3 sets, although me and Carlton are using different weights, the rep ranges are pretty much going to be the same. So the first set is at 8 to 10, the second set is 10 to 12, and the third set is 15 to 20. Now, something where I think people get confused is when the weight gets lighter, you get the idea that it's going to be an easier set. There is no easier set. How you make it consistent across the board is standardizing your form, making sure your tempo is locked in, and making sure you're working with full range of movement, but you can't forget intensity. Intensity, regardless of what weight you're lifting, is what's going to make the difference. And that's exactly what you've seen here today. 45-degree single leg extension. Only 1 set here, so only 1 shot, 1 opportunity. Always good to have a unilateral exercise in a workout, whether that's an upper body session or a lower body session. It's going to help with working on any sort of imbalances. And it's also going to help your core stability, core stabilizing muscles, because you're working one side at a time. For me, I always find this challenging in the sense that what you can lift on one leg, you might not be able to get the same sort of weight lifted on the other side. So I'll always start off with the leg, what I see as weaker, try and get as much reps as I can on that. Because generally when it comes to the other side, I'll be able to hit that rep range as well. So 1 set, 1 opportunity, try to get it done.
Easy, Mark, let's go. Press, yes. Good. Come on, let's go, Min. Easy. Press through. Yes. Come on then, let's go. Yes, again. Power. Yes. All the way. Good. Yeah.
Good, still you. Release these legs, come on.
1.
Go on in. Stay locked, power out the hole. Good. Good. You stay there 1 sec. When you caught your breath, if you put yourself back in sort of position where you were. So something you'll see Carlton doing here, and also myself when we're actually doing this single leg 45-degree leg press, is he's creating 1 line. So his ankle to his knee, 1 line, and then his knee to down to his hip. This is putting him in perfect alignment for him to bias his legs in this position. So he's not only working his quads, he's working his hamstrings, and he's also going to get some glute activation as well. What you'll see is where he's staying locked in and staying in place is he's holding onto the handles here, but his body's slightly positioned over to the side, and then his other hand is creating a bracing point in here. Holding onto the seat here is keeping his glutes pinned in, and it's going to create more stability and place more emphasis on the muscles what he's trying to work. Sometimes what I see is people when they're doing a leg press, whether it's working unilaterally, so 1 leg at a time, or bilaterally, both legs at a time, they put so much load on the machine, they're not getting full range of movement, and you'll start to see the hips lift up. That's taking all the emphasis off the muscle you're trying to work. So setup is crucial, and for a 45-degree leg press, this is perfect.
That's 1 then, Mark, let's go. Yes. Press. Easy. Nice. Yes, yes. Good. Yes, I'm here. Let's go, let's go. Good. Easy. Press through, press through, press through. Easy, Mark. Good work. Good. Yes. Power, power, power. Yes. Good.
So I'm just at that halfway point now where I'm having my MPS Max, which is my aminos, and also it's my protein as well. This is actually a new flavor. I can't remember what it is. I think it's strawberry and
Strawberry pineapple.
strawberry pineapple. It hits so good. I was used to having the sunny orange. When you're in a deficit, when you're dieting, everything starts to taste good. But trust me, if you want something what kicks and tastes good during your workout, this strawberry pineapple flavor is definitely the one. I'm nearing the end of the workout. Isolation exercise for the hamstring. You'll see here, there's not much load at all on the machine, but the key here is isolation, so really isolating the hamstrings, and this is going to come about from actually putting yourself in to the pad, so quads driven into the leg pad here, holding onto the handles to keep yourself pulled in. I find that this exercise is really, really difficult, and regardless of the load, how you make this more challenging is through your tempo, through actually targeting the muscle what you're trying to work, from keeping your core nice and braced and challenging yourself and pushing yourself right towards the end. And this is towards the end of the workout now. And this exercise and the same sort of drive and intention that I've got here is the same from my first exercise, the leg extension. Nothing changes, full focus, trying to get the most from every single exercise.
Squeeze it in, squeeze it in, squeeze it in, squeeze it in. Yes, good. Nice. Yeah, finish off then. All the way in, all the way in. Yes. Good. Control.
That's the wrap, that's legs. 5 exercises in total, 13 sets. On paper it might not look like a lot, but trust me, it is a lot. We've been running up this session now since the off-season period, now transitioning to prep. There has been some adjustments in terms of exercise selection from the from the off-season period now into prep, we were running the pivot leg press, to which you'll see somewhere behind us. But that just wasn't connecting well. So this is why we're now taking 3 sets on the Jim Lecco hip press and 1 set on the 45-degree single leg press. And for me, this is the most challenging session of the week, the 3rd session, 3 sessions in a row. Last off season, we was doing a Monday and a Tuesday session and then a Wednesday rest day. We don't have that luxury no more. But this is the difference now from taking us from being, let's say, 90% to 100% in the sense that we've got more training volume across the week. So because we've got more training volume across the week, it means that our number of exercises and sets per session have been reduced to accommodate not only growth but also recovery as well. And coming into this session, you would have seen how I looked, and Carlton's used to it. When it comes to a Wednesday, I feel absolutely ruined. But it's also now the difference between what am I trying to achieve, and once this session's over, I can't get it back. So the first exercise is always that one where I want to lock in, set the tempo, set the pace for the session. I used the example on my last YouTube about running through the line, so how I sort of start my session, how I want to finish it. And it's the same principle now with my other sessions, and like today's leg session. It's the tunnel vision, so I'm looking forwards only. There was a few points during this session where I could see people was trying to say hello to me, and I could see it at the corner of my eye, and I've dismissed it because I need to just keep my focus and my attention on where I'm trying to get to. And where I'm trying to get to today is getting the most from this session, and I've done exactly that. I've progressed. It's the lightest body weight I've been during this prep setting. I've managed to hit numbers what I've not hit so far during this prep, and a lot of it comes down to mindset. I won't even tell you about some of the thoughts what I had going through my head on how I managed to hit these reps, but sometimes you've got to take your mind to a dark place, and it's when you take yourself to that dark place that you'll find that you're going to reach a level that you didn't know that you had. And I'm finishing this session now feeling like I've got a lot more energy, a lot more fire, because I've done exactly what I needed to do for today. And I've left no stone unturned. I'm leaving this now knowing that I've done exactly what needed to be done for today. Tomorrow is a rest day. I reset, regroup. I'm ready to finish the week strong with an upper session on Friday and then a lower session on Saturday. And for anyone who's in a dieting phase, I encourage you to not let yourself succumb or give in to the fact that you're lowering body weight or you're losing strength. If you want something and you want it bad enough, you've got to find it in here, because no one else is going to find it for you. And you can fake your sets if you want to, because you think, oh, it's going to look good because it looked like a tuck there. But truth be told, when you stand on stage and your physique is under those spotlights, everything what you put in during an off-season setting and a prep is going to show. And I'm not saying I'm the finished article by any sense, but I know that I'm giving everything I physically can to be the better version of me, because I've not reached where I want to reach. And when we was doing the 45-degree leg press, Carlton said we've got 1 set, we've got 1 chance. And it takes me back to that Eminem song, 1 mile, you only got 1 shot. And that's what goes through my head here. I've got 1 shot and I've got to make that shot count. So I've got a bit of posing practice now, so this isn't the session over. Tired, but these are the rounds when you're tired, where if you can do it when you're tired, when you step on stage and you're not tired, beautiful things will happen. So I'm going to stop talking. Thank you all again for subscribing and watching this leg session. Didn't talk as much today because I just needed to get the job done, but I'm happy with how it went. Carlton, appreciate you as always. Right hand man, pushing me through, pushing myself to new levels, and it's things like this you appreciate having a good training partner, and I'm grateful for him.